chair.
Well, while you've been busy taking all the credit, some of us have been busy getting ready for what's next.
Busy doing what?
Well,
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Busy doing what?
Today we're counting down our picks for the most anticipated shows of
What could
2026.
you have possibly
We're
been
including
working
new
on?
shows premiering this year, as well as returning shows.
Tier 1 trauma, ETA, 6 minutes.
And so it begins.
Number 10, The Boys, Season 5. While Amazon Prime Video
ETA,
still has a few
IDK.
projects set in the Boys universe lined up, this fifth and final season of the dark superhero satire is bound to bring several arcs to a close.
You all think you're the heroes of your own story. I mean, look at you. You're more moral and good and honest than the rest of us.
In addition to Starlight and the Resistance taking on a corrupt government, Butcher and Homelander should settle their score. That's not the only rivalry that'll meet its climax. Homelander will pick up where he left off with his estranged father, Soldier Boy.
We're not alone anymore. We have each other.
He did do it first.
Maybe if I'd raised you, I could have made you better.
Whether or not the latter survives, Jensen Ackles is returning in the upcoming prequel spin-off, Vault Rising. As for the season, producer Eric Kripke says there's no guarantee who's going to survive. In any case, the skies are going to rain blood.
The train has left the station, gorgeous, and you're on it.
Number 9, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1.
What's your name?
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Never heard of him.
Do you know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms then?
The good ones.
It's a shame that Game of Thrones Season 8 has overshadowed the show as a whole. That said, we're still not over how badly it ended. While House of the Dragon restored some goodwill, that spin-off hasn't been without pacing issues. A Knight of the Seven...
Chat, I never seen it. Did they mess it up? Did they end? And my thing is this: as important as an intro is, you remember that phase we went through in like 2009, 2014, where every single hit movie that they wanted to sell tickets had the exact opening scene, which was action and violence, that was in the trailer. It was like they literally were spoiling the best scene just to get seats, just to get tickets sold. So chat, I get it. I get how important the beginning of a book is, the beginning of a song, the intro, the beginning of a mixtape or an album. I get it. I'm all for that. But chat, I feel like the way you finish something is the seller for me. The way you finish your life journey, your story, the way you finish an album, the outro, the bonus, the way you finish a movie for me, the way you finish a TV series. The way you finish a TV series will determine if I return. You know what I mean? Like for replay value, I'm not coming back to watch something that you ended horribly. I'll definitely be back if you end something just right, on the money. I can name a few, but we probably have different opinions on that. So they messed up Game of Thrones. Y'all love that show. Y'all talk about that
might
show
be the
every
show
other
this
day.
franchise needs, telling a smaller, more focused story centered around Hedge Knight Sir Duncan and his squire, the child prince Aegon Targaryen.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
There may be less attention paid to dragons, magic, and politics, but as long as the characters and their dynamics draw us in, this could be a winner for HBO. A more comedic take on this universe isn't unwelcome either, as GOT could be quite funny when it wanted to be.
These men have a name, training. What chance do I have? I have no chance.
Number 8, Daredevil Born Again, Season 2. Marvel
I
has a
didn't know
couple of
GOT was
miniseries
funny.
lined up for the new year, like Vision Quest and Wonder Man.
We are going to make the last movie on Earth. No one will have the balls to make another.
The second season of Daredevil Born Again is our most anticipated
You wanna clear
live-action
your throat, brother?
MCU show, however. As ecstatic as we are to see
Drink
Matt Murdock's
tea.
story continue beyond Netflix, we feared that it would be toned down under Disney's management. To our surprise, Daredevil Born Again wasn't just dark.
And in the immediate future, New York City is under martial
Is he
law.
The
Kingpin?
first season might have been even darker than
I
its
like it.
predecessor, killing off a major character, seeing Murdoch's arch-nemesis rise to the height of his power, and ending with New York essentially becoming a police state. It was a hell of a way to go out. setting us up for a sophomore season that'll either delve deeper into darkness or see the light.
Tonight. And every night. I love New York.
Number 7, One Piece, Season 2.
You're a good guy.
I'm Roronoa Zoro.
Oh, y'all got
Pirate
One Piece.
Well, I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
It's about time, right?
And I will be the king of the pirates.
Just as the treasure of One Piece can feel like an unattainable MacGuffin, it's hard to come by a live-action reimagining of a beloved anime that's passable, let alone good. The first season of Netflix's One Piece was a rare adaptation that remained faithful to the spirit of its predecessor, while still having its own charm.
I'm on my way to the Grand Line.
Pirate graveyard. There are 100-foot waves and sea beasts that'll crush your bones. Once you enter the Grand Line, you never return.
It sounds kind of fun.
This is largely thanks to the charismatic cast, especially Inaki Godoy, who embodies Monkey D. Luffy in ways we didn't think an actor could in live action. The performances bring a groundedness to the over-the-top visuals, making us feel like we're watching a live-action anime. Season 2, which is subtitled Into the Grand Line, promises more colorful adventures with the Straw Hat Pirates, while hinting at darker waters.
As we head into the Grand Line, the world of One Piece keeps getting bigger and bigger. What is that?
Number 6, Spider Noir, Season 1.
Chat, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's something I can get into. I don't know if I'll finish it. I don't know if I'll be hooked. But I think I could watch it through and through, maybe enjoy it. One Piece anime, the real version. I asked y'all, and you can reach me on email or comments. I asked y'all to tell me some anime that has a little bit of realistic, like real people, and a little bit of the anime world. But One Piece, I don't know what it is. I know nothing about anime. I'm not going to act like I do. But something about One Piece, he's a likable character. Like, I know some, well, I don't know him, but I heard of people getting him tatted. For some reason, I've Googled up his tattoos. Well, people tattooing One Piece. Something about his character. He's just a likable character. The little straw hat. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I know of him. But yeah, I could watch something like that. Is it good is the question. They're on season 2 and when I seen that clip, for some reason I seen like a mini trailer of that on YouTube. Not season 2. This is a while back. I thought it was AI. Cause these days people are making their own trailers with AI. So I just ignored it.
Fellas,
Is he in black and white?
Where's that wind coming from? We're in a basement.
wherever I go, the wind follows.
The bad news is that Sony's Spider-Man universe isn't quite dead yet. The good news is that this MGM Plus series might be the franchise's first entry that actually works. Part of that's because it's a Spider-Man project with Spider-Man in it. More specifically, Spider-Man Noir, who Nicolas Cage will bring into live action.
I thought I recognized that voice.
In my universe, it's 1933.
Wherever I go, the wind follows. I knew I recognized that
I like
voice.
to fight Nazis. A lot.
Two of the visionaries behind the animated Spider-Verse movies, Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, will serve as executive producers. Showrunner Oren Uziel also has ties to the Lord Miller team, being a co-writer on 22 Jump Street. Staying true to the character's black and white roots, the series may finally fulfill the promise of Sony's Spider-Man universe, telling Spidey-centric stories that we likely wouldn't see in the MCU or more traditional adaptations.
Get a load of how the waiters are dressed. It's in poor taste, but can't be that easy.
Number 5, Invincible, Season 4.
Bro, I'm so out of the mix. I hate that for me. You know what I mean? Like, I really wish I was... I don't even know where my comic books are. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm out the mix, bro. I'm out the mix. I completely forgot that there's a few Spider-Mans. Of course, I know, you know what I mean? When you hear it, when I see it, I forgot that was one of my favorites. The colorway with the Noir Spider-Man. I'm so caught up on Venom, and they disappointed me. I mean, they disappointed me with what they did with Venom. I'm sure some of y'all would disagree and say the Venom movies were great. I think that's because Tom Hardy makes it easy to watch. He's a good character. He's a good actor.
Superhero shows pack a more powerful punch than Invincible. We mean that in more ways than one.
All this
This is my fault.
What is it?
So the only thing I want to do right now is hit something as hard as I can.
As Mark Grayson endures one physical beating after another, the audience has taken no shortage of emotional gut punches. For all the brutality we faced alongside Mark, Invincible is balanced with humor and relatable characters. We're given a taste of the latter in the Season 4 teaser, in which Mark and Eve sit down to an extra well-done burger.
And 2, because I'm starving, since I just single-handedly saved the Earth twice in the last 2 weeks.
Hey, don't.
Although this suggests a lighter tone, creator Robert Kirkman says that we're going to see a much darker Mark Grayson this season, which introduces new threats like Lee Pace as the villainous Thrag. To survive what's ahead, Mark may need to embrace his Viltrumite side, even at humanity's expense.
So if anyone else ever puts my family or anyone I love at risk, I won't hesitate to kill them.
Number 4, X-Men 97, Season 2.
Recent events have aligned themselves in an unprecedented fashion for our kind.
With even the most overlooked of us finally getting a voice.
Even with the best of the live-action movies, many fans still consider X-Men the Animated Series to be the definitive adaptation of the comics. X-Men 97 preserved everything that made the first show great, from the comic-faithful visuals to the spot-on voice acting. This sequel series didn't just feel like a continuation of the nostalgic favorite, however. It was the next step in its evolution, taking its mature themes further, with an even older audience in mind.
Did you honestly think we'd roll over and let mutants take over the planet? That we wouldn't fight back?
Have y'all heard that there? This might be 100% fake, and I just ate this fake news up. But have y'all heard anything about Deadpool versus Wolverine Part 2? Hey, listen, if they drop, I'm in.
Your cruelty has only made humanity more sympathetic to our cause.
Time will only tell if Season 2 can maintain that quality, especially since head writer Bo DeMaio was fired, with Matthew Chauncey of What If Season 3 being brought on as his replacement. As long as it has Apocalypse, though, this is priority viewing for every 90s kid.
So much pain, my children. So much death.
Thanks to Restore,
Things
Prime
get
Time
colossal.
is back. This is my time. I didn't want to be bold.
Number 3, Blade Runner 2099, Season 1.
Replicants are like any other machine. They're either a benefit or a hazard.
That's what
They're
it's called,
a
Blade
benefit,
Runner
it's not my
29?
problem.
The original Blade Runner is a science fiction classic, while Blade Runner 2049 is among the best legacy sequels of the past decade.
Oh,
The fact that neither
2049.
film was a huge financial success upon release is why we can't have nice things. Then again, perhaps we can, as the industry hasn't entirely abandoned this promising property.
I had your job. I was good at it. It was simpler then. Why are you making it complicated? Why don't you just answer the question? What question?
This miniseries brings the story into 2099, centering on Michelle Yeoh as a replicant named Olwen. Unlike some of the other protagonists in this franchise, there might not be a mystery as to whether or not Yeoh's character is human. That doesn't mean the series won't ask complex questions, as Olwen contemplates the end of her life. Even replicants can face their own mortality.
All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain.
Number 2, The Pit, Season 2. In a golden age of high-concept shows, you won't think another medical
Tell us
drama
more.
would garner much excitement.
Is it always this busy?
No. It gets a lot busier.
With every passing week, though, more people discovered why The Pit was making audiences fall back in love with traditional TV. That's not to say the show didn't bring a few innovations to the equation, with a grounded sense of realism and a
Bring a few
15-hour work
evasions
shift that
into the
played out in
equation.
actual time. What makes The Pit truly stand out,
see you,
though, is
Mojo.
its ensemble, who are so
got your
well
mojo
cast
back.
that their characters practically feel real.
Why couldn't you save her? I mean, this is what you do.
I tried. I really tried. We all did.
Winning the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Drama Series, Season
What's it
1 set
called?
the bar high for Season 2, which will be set against the backdrop of a 4th of July weekend. What could possibly go wrong?
You guys
A
do
lot.
this every day? If we're lucky.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Blue Eye Samurai, Season 2, The Emmy-winning animated series is back with a vengeance.
Blue-Eyed
Legend
Samurai.
is what history doesn't
What
record,
are these shows? Is it good?
but still remembers.
Star Trek Starfleet Academy,
Star
Season
Trek.
1. Shaping the next
Okay.
generation of Starfleet captains.
Is anybody listening?
Man, why does everything have to be a full-on lesson in this place?
Because it's a school, Caleb.
The Burrows, Season 1. The Duffer
Good
Brothers
answer.
produce another strange series set in a retirement community.
Is there an ETA on those projects yet?
You two could be brothers.
I don't know if we're supposed to say. I mean, they will be next. They'll be next year though, and pretty soon.
Burroughs is basically done, and then something very bad is chugging along.
Shrinking, Season 3.
They could
Another
pass as
session
brothers,
sure to
I'm
bring more
telling you.
laughs and tears.
That's what I'm thankful for. Because we can get through anything.
My man, Jason.
If we have people to lean on. I'm leaning on you.
Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord, Season 1. Seriously, why hasn't Maul gotten more solo projects?
I am here to bring you to justice.
Justice is merely the construct of the current power base. A base which, according to my calculations, is about to change.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and...
Bro, before I ever even took 20 minutes to watch a Star Wars film, that guy was one of my favorite characters. Even more than Darth Vader. I know y'all love him, but I don't know what it was about him. He you know, when you're a kid, bro, you're drawn into different villains. I keep saying that I'm gonna do two things: top 10, like top movie shootout scenes, and top villains. I think that'll be solid content. But he's up there. I don't even know his name. He just looked. It's like when you looked at wrestling, you were drawn to the Sting and these characters that looked different. Anything that looked different was just drew me in. And prior you too. Alright, chat. Hold up, there's something I wanted to touch on. I forgot. Go back. Before this.
If you're...
What was it?
A base which, according to my calculations,
Oh, yeah. Let him talk.
is about to change.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our
Chat.
channel and ring the bell.
Because anime is as big as it is today, and you know, pardon me, because anime is so as big as it is today, and the whole world of anime, from the cons to, you know, all the cosplay, everything, the streamers who are into that cosplaying and just talking anime, it has become one of the biggest followings that y'all get. Someone like me who is not, you know, I'm not on top of it. I'm not tapped all the way in. I tell y'all all the time, put me on. But because I'm not tapped in, I'm literally being robbed of some of the best writing. A lot of the top writers, the ones who know how to sit there and have good. You ever watch the movie? You know what's a movie like that? I'll give you one. Stranger Than Fiction. I know. It's not. If you're not into it, in the first 10 minutes, it's a slow build. It's not a hard watch. I'm not gonna label it that. It's just a slow roast. That's what we call movies that are slow roast, a slow build up. But the writing is, I don't know what it is, bro, because I'm a writer. I make music and I know what it is to play with words and I know that there's moments I think of a good scene. I'm like, oh man, this is a good dialogue. This is a good back and forth. We live for those moments as writers. Anything you write, comedy, movie scripts, and I'll go and I'll write the scene. And you know, I'll build off of it. I'll put my own twist of something that maybe happened to me that week or something that happened in my life and I'll come up with this scene. And here I am. I got something to do. I got to go get it done, but I'm writing this dialogue that is random. It's not like I was like, okay, let me think this week of a dialogue for two people sitting in a car and they're on their way to visit someone. It doesn't move like that. It just, this dialogue comes to my mind. And it's funny because I really believe everybody got a percentage of artisticness or artists in them. Everybody. Because I can guarantee there's people who could care less to write a script or maybe never even thought of the act being possible, attainable to them, for them to sit down and say, what happens if I write a book? And you look at someone like Louis C.K., legendary comedian, funny as ever, good talker. And the fact that he's at a place in his life, for whatever reason, maybe just age, maybe time, maybe you done it all, you know what I mean? And he sat down and he writes this book, and he's already working on the second book. I mean, someone like me, I can only hope to live that long and see those days where you ask yourself, what else? Push boundaries. What else can I do? And I do understand the person that says, no, I want to focus on this one thing. I want to execute, and I want to be one of the best, one of the ones they talk about, one of them ones. And I get that, and I'm all for that. Because I even encourage people, when I find out, oh, you mix master and you make your beats, I tell artists, obviously, they're not successful yet. I'm not talking to top tier artists. I'm talking to people who I think are good, and they show me their music, and we're talking music, and I'm showing them mine, and we're talking ideas, and we're just talking about the build up, the dream, working, the grind, trying to figure this thing out, trying to stay committed, trying to stay motivated. And we end up speaking about music, and I tell them, listen, bro, that's good. Listen, if we were giving awards out, you won. Ain't nothing more passion. You're exemplifying what passion should look like. The fact that you mix, master, make your own beats, and write your own music. That's what passion looks like. But I do feel like in my heart, and again, chat, I'm a human like you, brother. I could be wrong. I could be 90% wrong. But there got to be some truth to what I'm saying. I do feel like if you're up, it's different. Chief Keef sitting in a room where he has time because he's worked and God has opened the door and put him in position where he has a full day where he can say, you know what, today I'm doing nothing. So if you got time and you're up like that, where you can buy the right music production and you can afford it, but you're playing with beats and you love it and you're just passionate and you're inspired. You're making your beats. You're coming up with the lyrics. You're making your hooks. You're deciding. You don't have an engineer. You're telling yourself when it sounds good, when it needs to be tweaked. And maybe you don't mix and master, or maybe you do. Maybe you sit in the process. I think when you're up, it's different. When you're up, go for it. Because why not? It's that much more. First of all, it's that much more ownership. I'm not gonna turn a blind eye to it and act like that doesn't matter. It's that much more ownership. You get that much more money. At that point, you're up. You're solidifying yourself. So why not? So I get it, but also you have the time, and you can put all your focus in for one whole week. You can just focus on making beats. For another whole 4 days, you can focus on making beats and making some hooks to those beats. Next week, you can take all your time and only focus on tweaking all the lyrics. When it comes time to recording, you could take your time. When it comes to mix and mastering, you could take your time. But when you're on the come up and you're making beats and you're making music, you rob yourself, in my opinion, of giving 100% to lyrics and 100% to the performance and 100% to the delivery and that whole package. I feel like you're focused on making beats, and you might feel like, and you probably are, you might feel like I gave 100% to the beat, and you probably did. And you probably feel like you gave 100% to the lyrics and 100%. But I just feel like the amount of effort that's going in to stretching yourself thin, even if you don't see it, in the final package, when we consume it, we see it and we feel it and we hear it. Someone that's not 100% honing in on one craft, one part. And that's what I had to do. I had to sacrifice. Again, this is not no pity moment, and this is not no poor me. I wish I had more time. I'm just saying I had to sacrifice. I have a beat machine where I could sit there and learn. I had to sacrifice saying, not right now. Not right now. And maybe, again, maybe that's foolish on my part. Maybe my way out of the city could have been making beats. And maybe, you know how I say I try to network with people and I message them all the time? Maybe that could have been my end. Hey, listen, I'll send you a package of beats. So it could be wise. And if you're good at it, keep going. And if you're managing, keep going. Don't let this slow you down or make you bust a U-turn. But it's just food for thought. Where I feel like I put beats to the side and I focused on 100% of my time on picking beats and writing good songs. Fixing hooks, fixing lyrics, going back to songs, working on the word, become a wordsmith. That's what I focused on. And it is what it is. I mean, again, you focus on what you focus on. So I do encourage people, just make sure you're not taking away too much from the lyrics, the point of the song, the words, and the time you're spending on how do I make a beat, how do I play with drums, what's a synth, it's a beautiful thing if you have the time and the luxury. But that time could be spent on what's a synonym for this. That time could be spent on what sounds better when I say it like this. What is that? What makes me say, I think I should say it like this instead of that? What's that thing that I gotta tap into to get to that, to cross that bridge? That time could be spent on what's a word I've never used before in music. That time could be spent on, you know how you're sculpting the ice? You could be, really mastering this one sculpture. So yeah, why did we go on this rant? Because I think I was trying to say that the writing today is bar none, but it's all going to animate. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know how we came on this rant. I really don't. Hey, it is what it is, right? I mean, I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying. You can't waste time if you ain't lying. Kind of rhymes. But yeah, that's the truth. That's what it is, chat. I'm really trying to think, bro. How do we come on this journey? I don't know. And as soon as I click off, it'll come back to me. But yeah, I guess that was the point originally, that I feel like a lot of the better writing today, or not the better, but everybody who is a writer obviously wants to get paid the best. And when you want to get paid the best, you're going to take your work to where you're going to get noticed. Where are you going to get noticed? Well, everybody watches anime. Everybody respects anime and gives it the benefit of the doubt to say, let me watch this. Let me see if I'm into it. And if it's got a deep message or good writing, they're in. So all the good writers, again, we have good writers in other places, but it feels like when I watch clips of anime, I hear something that I'm like, sheesh, that's good writing. And Stranger Than Fiction is one of those movies where I feel like the writing was the dialogue. And that's how we started talking about this. Because there's moments where I'll come up with this dialogue that I'm like, I'm sitting on this dialogue in my phone that I've written down. And I'm like, bro, this dialogue holds weight, heavy. And I don't know why. It felt right. It sounds right. And that's something that you got to get better at when you're writing. And again, I would know because I know what it is to watch a movie, and I'm listening to the dialogue, and I'm like, bro, if it wasn't for as good as this movie is written, this would be going nowhere. But the writing is so good. The better the writing, the less. I'm not gonna say something crazy that I don't know yet because I haven't experienced it. I can't say the better the writing, the less actors have to do. I don't know. I can't say. What I can say is the better the writing, again, I can't say that the less money you spend, I can assume by what I'm gonna say, the better the writing, the less scenery you need. Like if you have solid writing, like when I think of The Sopranos, how many places did they have? A pork store. Still great scenery, still great shots, never boring, but a pork store. The bottom of a bridge in Jersey. A Jersey home. Another Jersey home. What else? Random places. Like you can a show can be carried, not carried, but a show you can get away with not. There's a lot of movies where the writing's so mid that you gotta focus on where are we shooting this at, and we need a new stage, and we need to set something up, and the next scene needs to, and you gotta keep it flowing, because obviously like a music video, you're moving, so that's what's gonna keep you in tune and interested. But the better the writing, I mean, you can have a movie so good, writing so good that the entire film is shot in one place. I would say, for example, like First Sunday, but I don't know if the writing's that good. I would have to watch that movie one more time, because I think the first time I watched it, it was just a late night just for a laugh. I wasn't paying attention to the writing. And that's another thing. I think in comedy movies, I tend to not pay attention too much to the to the writing. But believe it or not, some of the best writing can come from comedians. Some of the best acting can come from a comedian who understands timing, and they can execute just the feeling of something. Bro, I'm gonna stop Yapaholics Anonymous. Y'all go ahead and get out. Get out.